you filthy swines, get in here. Sit down. I'm going to read some news. The Simpsons has been known for quite a while to have some very uncanny predictions of the future. And maybe it's just because there are so many episodes that have been made and it's effectively pareidolia. We're finding patterns that aren't really there, but they just fit our own desire for there to be a pattern. But anyway, this article on New York Post, written by Brooke Steinberg. The Simpsons made these alarming predictions for 2026, some of which are already underway. Pop culture oracle The Simpsons has predicted more doom and gloom for 2026. In 2026, eagle-eyed viewers are looking at storylines that could be connected to a new type of flu. Artificial intelligence over jobs, another world war, smart homes, and aliens. Even if some of the fan predictions aren't correlated with specific events or dates, viewers have taken notice that some could be hinting at imminent events. Possibly. For example, in Season 23, Episode 17, Them Robot, AI starts to take over jobs of the people in Springfield. The 2012 episode sees Mr. Burns replacing his employees with robots who turn on him, and then his laid-off workers have to come to his rescue. In an October analysis, ironically based on ChatGPT findings, found that artificial intelligence and automation could wipe out nearly 100 million jobs in the US over the next decade, including white and blue-collar roles. Potentially, yeah, if we're obsessed with optimization and efficiency instead of depth, yeah. The agricultural revolution unfolded over thousands of years. Well, I mean, the actual boom happened within a few hundred years, didn't it, with the invention of steam power and mechanization of agriculture. Prior to that, it's pretty slow percolation of discoveries and such. Artificial labor could reshape the economy in less than a decade. It will. I'm pretty sure it will. A recent Stanford University report also found that US job postings for young adults aged 22 to 25 have plunged 13% since 2022 across AI-exposed industries. And there are many industries that are being affected by it, and programming is one of the big ones. This is a good example. You can have a small team capable of big team value based upon using AI coding assistance. And that's a great thing for indie development and small teams and whatnot. But for larger corporations where you are employing a lot of people to do grunt work, that means a lot of unemployed people potentially, because the best of the employees will be using these tools, these agents, to fill in the gaps for employees that are no longer economical to keep. In this season, episode 5, Homer Simpson is chosen by NASA to go into space with astronaut Buzz Aldrin in an attempt to make space travel more appealing to the average man. Meanwhile, in real life, an all-female crew, which included Katy Perry and Gayle King, went on a brief trip, not exactly to space, on Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket as part of a tourism flight, sparking the idea that space tourism could happen in the near future. That happened last year, though. This isn't a 2026 prediction. The Simpsons may have also seen into the future with the new super flu strain that's soaring the US. The US is experiencing its highest infection rate in nearly 3 decades, according to flu statistics released by the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention on Monday, and New York seems to be getting hit the hardest, with the highest number of flu hospitalizations recorded in a single week. Marge in Chains, an episode that aired in 1993, sees a fictional virus spreading throughout Springfield after it came from Japan in shipping crates. I mean, it's more and more seems like they've just made so many episodes, they've covered pretty much everything. The episode was a popular one that resurfaced during the COVID-19 pandemic, especially as it depicted how the disease caused a societal breakdown and how the town caused an uproar as it searched for a cure. The beloved animation show, which first aired in 1989, has also shown what it would be like to live in a smart house. In Season 13, Episode 1, Treehouse of Horror 12, the Simpson family moves into a voice-controlled house that manages their day-to-day lives. But the longer they live there, the more threatening the smart house becomes. This could be a warning, as a new survey found that more than 8 to 10 American homes now contain smart tech such as refrigerators, doorbells, and robot vacuums. And a whole bunch of Alexas listening all the time. There's been quite a few recent theories about alien life, and in a 1997 episode titled The Springfield Files could be giving fans some insight into the future. In the episode, two FBI agents come to investigate an alien that Homer claims to have seen in the woods. There have been several references to a World War III in the run for The Simpsons, and fans are taking note this year. In 1995, the Lisa's wedding episode shows her fiancé, Hugh Parkfield, in the future talking about World War II and Homer and Bart, as well as succeeding global conflict. Another instance in a 1987 short shows Homer persuaded that World War III has already started, demanding that his family take shelter. Homer was also convinced that the world was ending in an episode titled Thank God It's Doomsday, which aired in 2005. Yeah, I think similar to South Park, there have been so many episodes that just about everything you can imagine has been discussed by The Simpsons, and I wouldn't be surprised, because we're not discussing the things they got wrong, because they didn't get them right. But there have been some pretty creepy predictions from The Simpsons, like President Trump coming down on the escalator. That was a pretty creepy connection. But yeah, if you knew information about the future and you wanted to get it out there to somebody, perhaps you could encode them in episodes of a very popular program, hide them in plain sight. Maybe that's what's going on here. I doubt it, but I like my conspiracy theories. Probably not, though. It's all just a coincidence and pareidolia, I would say. If you like the show, make sure you hit the like button. If you really like the show, perhaps consider subscribing. And the only thing I have left to say is Pigwig out.
Oink, oinkity, snort, snuffle, snuffle, squee, oink, oink, ree, squeal, snort, snort, oinkity, squee. Oink, oink, oinkity, squee, squee, ree, 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 snuffle, snort, squeal, squeal, oinkity, oink, snort, snort, squee, oink, 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 ree, 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 oh. Snort, snuffle, oink, squee, squeal, ree, snort, oinkity, oinkity, oink, oink, snuffle, ree, squee, snort, oink, squeal. Oink, oink, oinkity, squee, squee, ree, 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 snuffle, snort, squeal, squeal, oinkity, oink, snort, snort, squee, oink, 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 ree, 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 oh. Oink, oinkity, snort, snuffle, snuffle, squee, oinkity, oink, oink, snuffle, ree, squee, snort, oink, squeal. Oink, oink, oinkity, squee, squee, ree, 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 snuffle, snort, squeal, squeal, oinkity, oink, snort, snort, squee, oink, 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 ree, 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 oh. Squeal, squeal. Snort, shuffle, oink, ree, squeal, ree, snort, oinky, oinkity, oink, 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 snuffle, ree, squee, snort, oink, squeal, oink, oink, oinkity, squee, squee, ree, 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 snuffle, snort, squeal, squeal, oinky, oink, snort, snort, squee, oink, oink, oink.